The neon lights of Renshari Station buzzed faintly, casting jagged reflections onto the damp metal walls. The station was a sprawling city in space, an amalgamation of countless alien cultures, yet beneath its bustling exterior lay a seedy underbelly where laws were suggestions, and compassion was a rarity. In one such shadowy alley, a lone figure slumped against the wall, covered in torn rags and clutching a bloodied limb. The alien exuded an aura of defeat. It was a corvith, a species with scaled, reptilian bodies and sharp, spiked tails. Known for their pride and strength, a corvith in such a vulnerable state was an unusual and pitiable sight. This particular corvith was named Drawn. Once a warrior of renown, he had been exiled for reasons he refused to speak of. His crimson scales were dulled with grime, and his piercing yellow eyes, once feared on the battlefield, now pleaded silently for aid. Yet the stream of passers-by quickened their pace when they saw him. No one dared to stop. To get involved was to court trouble, and trouble was something most on Renshari Station avoided like a black hole. Hours passed, and Drawn's breathing grew shallow. The wound on his side, inflicted during a brawl with a gang of Thrix raiders, leaked a pale, viscous fluid that glowed faintly in the dim light. Death felt imminent, and Drawn accepted it with the grim resignation of a warrior. He closed his eyes, prepared to meet whatever awaited him beyond the void. Then came a voice. "Hey, are you okay?" It was soft but steady, cutting through the oppressive quiet of the alley. Drawn's eyes flickered open to see a human, a young one by their species' standards, kneeling beside him. The human was slight in stature, with a mop of dark hair and earnest green eyes that glimmered with concern. "Leave," Drawn growled weakly, his voice rasping like stone on metal. "This is no place for your kind." The human ignored the warning, pulling a small medical kit from their bag. "You're hurt. Let me help." Drawn's tail twitched dangerously, but he was too weak to lash out. "Foolish. Helping me will bring you nothing but trouble." The human shrugged, unfazed. "Maybe, but leaving you here doesn't feel right." With practiced hands, the human cleaned Drawn's wound. They applied a strange paste that burned at first, but soon numbed the pain. Drawn watched, bewildered. Humans were known for their ingenuity and resilience, but their compassion was something he had never experienced firsthand. "Why?" Drawn asked after a long silence. The human looked up, pausing their work. "Why what? Why would you risk yourself for a stranger? An alien, no less?" The human smiled faintly. "Because sometimes someone just has to do the right thing. And because I've been in places like this, needing help and not getting it. No one deserves that." Before Drawn could respond, the sound of heavy footsteps echoed down the alley. A group of Thrix raiders emerged, their insectoid forms bristling with menace. Well, hissed their leader, his mandibles clicking ominously. "The corvus survives, and now he has a little human pet. How quaint." The human rose to their feet, placing themselves between Drawn and the raiders. "Walk away," the human said, their voice calm but firm. The raiders burst into derisive laughter. "Or what, human? You'll bore us to death with your kindness." The human's hand moved to their waist, and with a smooth motion, they drew a compact but powerful energy pistol. "Or you'll find out what happens when you push a Deathworlder too far." The laughter stopped. The term Deathworlder was no joke. Humans hailed from Earth, a planet so hostile that even its dominant species had become legends of endurance and ingenuity. The Thrix hesitated, but their leader sneered. "One human can't." The shot was precise. The energy bolt struck the weapon out of the leader's clawed hand, sending it clattering to the ground. The human didn't flinch. "Try me," they said coldly. The raiders exchanged uneasy glances before retreating, their bravado evaporating like mist under a sun. When the alley was silent again, the human holstered their weapon and turned back to Drawn, who was staring at them in astonishment. "You're a warrior," Drawn murmured. The human chuckled. "Not really. Just someone who knows how to stand up when it matters." Drawn struggled to his feet, leaning heavily on the human. "You have my gratitude, human, and my debt. I am Drawn of Corvith, and I owe you my life." The human grinned. "I'm Alex, and you don't owe me anything. Just pay it forward someday." Together, they left the alley, two unlikely companions bound by an act of compassion that neither would ever forget. In the endless expanse of the galaxy, it was rare for such bonds to form. But when they did, they changed everything.